Hi! How loudly will I yell in this game? Louder!
Oh yeah, we leveled up.
I have to get in character.
It's not that hard, just start acting weirder. When a new order comes into being, it is common to mourn the loss of that which came before. But such is the nature of all things. The dissolution of one reality leads to the creation of another. Life, death, change, they are one and the same. All is lost when a new world is born. Emperor Kai-Fei upon his coronation, June 1st, 0 AE. So, when we last left our characters, the paladins have gone this way, away. They've taken your friends, and now you're left in the rocks alone. You can still hear people patrolling around there.
I'm going to walk in the direction that they went.
Chris, Dean.
Whoa, well done. Do you want this laser cut? I can laser cut this on fire.
So you're going to go this way, was your idea.
I'm going to follow the way
You're going to follow them. So as you're following, you hear the sound of whatever the hell sound Bubbles makes. Walking of a four-legged creature.
No, I have bubbles.
6.
So Bubbles comes up to you.
Bubbles has 6 legs.
Hey, I probably suggested that. Do you want Bubbles to have 6 legs? I'm in favor of that. I will change my documents right now. 6 legs, 4 eyes. I think you have 4 eyes too, though. Okay, how many eyes do you want? Really fast. I'll write it down. 8? 8 it is.
I'm also going to do like a sense check of some sort to see if there's actually people there.
Oh, listen as you're walking.
Oh.
You hear a large group of people moving away from you. By the way, you can control Bubbles, so.
I can control Bubbles
Yeah.
now.
Okay, I'm
Bubbles
gonna-
is just looking sad.
Does Bubbles pant like a dog? Does Bubbles drool?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
phlogiston drools?
So much drool.
Don't touch
Red
the drool.
foam at the mouth sometimes.
Yeah, don't touch the
She's
drill.
excited.
Don't touch the drill.
I'm going to follow silently to see where they're going.
Okay, roll up, I guess hide or silent movement
Move
or
silently.
move silently is on there?
Bubbles following.
Okay. Bubbles is following.
For
Bubbles does not have any
Bubbles,
stats.
14.
That's why I brought that up earlier.
I got 13 plus 5, 18 total.
So you're gonna come along here. So once you come out into the open here, you can't see anyone else. You can see the gate and the tower, the watchtower. Probably want to make sure you don't get seen by the watchtower. And you see them being led through the gate into the facility. This is roughly the shape of the place. This is zoomed out more than that is. You guys are being led into a door. He can see you. The 3 of you, because
Where's
Falmir is
the
also there.
entrance to the gate?
The entrance to the
Why
gate?
does the Falmir just kill
Probably
everyone?
here.
Can he?
It's like a druid and immortal and shit.
Let's see. So there's someone in the watchtower, of course, and there's another watchtower. Actually, I think the gate here doesn't go straight at curves. So let me just see if anything weird happens. I got a critical fail, but I don't know what I was rolling for, so nothing else is happening.
They all leave their posts.
Yeah, I mean, sure, critical fail. This guy's asleep. There.
Okay.
Bam. That's a critical fail.
Can I like sneak in here?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Can I stab him in the back? Well, they just went.
They went through the gate. Oh, you got to roll to sneak through the gate
Okay.
behind them though, because they might notice that.
20.
Oh my god, you critically succeeded. Okay, so let's just make it super epic then. It's like they're going through the gate. There's like 10 of them, right? I can't remember, 5 or 10. There's a bunch of them. They're carrying you guys, like, over them. Well, they're carrying you, especially because you're heavy. The gate's right about to shut, and they're like right next to it, like the gate's shutting immediately, and you just sort of... So now you want to kill this man.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. So this man, let's just talk about this man first.
Okay, first.
This man is not a paladin. He is a human, a male human, like all the paladins. White, too, like all the paladins. But he is like, he's got like a sort of uniform on, like he looks sort of like just like a doorman kind of thing. He's not a paladin. He's not wearing any armor.
Are you trying to hint that he's not a bad guy?
No, I'm just telling you, because it matters when you roll the die,
Okay.
whether or not you can...
So where is there less armor in him?
He has no armor.
He's wearing clothes.
Oh, then
Normal
he's-
human clothes. It's like a uniform. A blue uniform. No, it would be yellow. It has to be yellow. Yellow uniform. Gold. I'm not gonna say yellow.
17
Let's be realistic. Where are you stabbing him?
in the face.
Yeah, you stab him in the face. You got a 17, you rolled a 3. I don't have anything here. You stab the guy in the face.
And he dies.
Let's find out. Does he just die, or does he make the... Oh!
He critically succeeded at dying.
What I rolled there, was this to help the man or to help Nanad?
To help the man.
Who helped the man?
You
Help the
always
man?
roll for
You roll for the man.
Okay, well, I critically failed at helping the man, so what does that mean?
He dies.
He dies very silently,
Yeah,
and
nobody notices.
no one notices whatsoever.
Where are they at this point?
Oh, I didn't say the gender.
No, them.
Okay.
Us. Me.
Us!
What about you guys?
Khoshekh
Where
and-
are you?
What-
Where are they at this point? I thought you said we're, like W-E
No,
apostrophe R-E,
no.
and I was totally confused.
So Alice is just following us, right?
Yeah, Alice is just
and
following
Bubbles
you right
and
now.
Falmir are following.
Bubbles is taking this.
Bubbles is smart. Okay.
Bubbles is smarter than I am.
Well, if they're inside,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak inside.
Roll your die for Bubbles. I'm not sure Bubbles is gonna not be noticed. Okay.
Oh God. Bubbles.
If Alice is going into the building, is Alice gonna let Bubbles come with her?
No, I'm gonna tell Bubbles to wait.
What is Bubbles gonna say? Oh dear.
Bubbles is a British man.
What was man about that?
You?
Yeah, but I have to voice women all the time.
He's
I can't-
not
you
much
can't-
of a man. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm very feminine.
Bubbles starts eating the man.
Okay.
So Bubbles will be obeys. Okay. So they'll sneak. They're stopped here at like a front desk sort of area here. This is like a big and open room here. A man at the desk, not wearing armor. It's important to clarify people aren't wearing armor in this area. And he's just eating the guy.
She's hungry.
She's
But
hungry.
she's
Okay.
not that hungry. She's just bored.
And
stressed.
without very much communication, they are having you hand over your belongings to the person at this desk. Are you both paralyzed? What, you're
Yeah.
pretending to be paralyzed. So you gonna continue to pretend to be paralyzed?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about it
Okay,
right now.
and Falmir.
Have I noticed Alice and people following us?
You both noticed that, yeah.
Okay, I have a new spell. It is message, whispered conversation at a distance. I want to say something to Alice, but I don't know what.
What are you gonna say to Alice? Glad you're okay, Alice. Stay strong.
Why'd you kill Miss Fields, Alice? That's what started
Did
this
Khoshekh
crap.
call her mom
Since she got captured?
at any of this time?
She
yet?
got paralyzed pretty soon after she got captured.
Never
Whisper
mind.
to her
I'm not
to
gonna do it.
call
I'm not gonna do it,
Khoshekh's
'cause I
mom.
don't have any ideas yet.
Call mom! This is your big strategy. Good job. Okay, sorry. So they're confiscating your items.
Oh wait, they're confiscating my. I can't use spells if they confiscate my items.
No, they don't. You can't use spells if they confiscate your items. That is a good point. You might be able to. You know what?
Okay,
you might,
okay, hang on. I'm gonna message. I'm gonna ask Alice to distract them.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
Alice. You can whisper back, I think.
I'm going to
You don't have to,
cast
though.
Obscuring Mist.
Wait, so she heard me and stuff?
So you're just skipping over the conversation? Okay.
Yeah.
Alice, create a
Okay.
distraction.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your distraction?
I'm gonna cast Obscuring Mist.
Should I look at it?
Well, I'd like to know what it does.
That would be nice. It kills everyone. Misty vapor arises around you. It is stationary once created. The vapor obscures all sight, including dark vision beyond 5 feet. The spell does not function underwater. Okay, good.
So can I jump into the middle of all this and then cast Obscuring Mist so no one can see anything?
Plus together. So you jump into the middle of the group of paladins. They seem to see. I think they see you, but then they immediately can't because you create all this mist.
And I'm gonna summon Finjalkus.
So you summon Vigilus to start stinging people.
Yeah.
You can't see anything. Try to see through. You guys try to see through the fog. It's gonna be hard. You can't see a damn thing. So there's a big commotion.
Yeah.
You don't do anything, right? You can't do anything. And okay, can you remind me whether or not Falmir was
He was
actually
not.
paralyzed?
He couldn't do
He just surrendered.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to see if you can see what's going on, because this mist affects you too. There's a big commotion. There's a lot of what is that? And stinging sounds, whatever those are. You should probably roll because this thing's gonna disperse. I'm not doing combat time because you're not fighting right now. You manage to hide, and by the time it's dispersed, you see these 3 people being loaded onto the back of a jeep on the outside.
What kind of
Jeep is gold painted at least. So yeah, they're on the back of it's like a truck. It's like a truck with a cover. They're loading them into the back of the truck. There's like, let's just say 3 of them are left. 2 other them have just stayed inside. And the 3 of them that have helped load the 3 people in the truck are now turning back, and there's no one in the back of the truck.
Okay.
There's someone driving the truck, and the truck's starting to pull away.
I'm gonna kill the driver. What kind of person is the driver?
There is a regular driver and a paladin in the passenger seat. Actually, you know what? Sorry, let me rephrase that. You can't see the front cab because it's a truck. You see 3 people and a paladin in the back of a truck, and that's all you see.
Can I sneak around to the front?
You sneak around to the front, and you see a driver who is not wearing any armor, and another paladin. Do you want to know about these paladins?
Yes.
Look at them. Roll, just like investigate, sure, whatever. Which paladin are you investigating with that?
The one in
Investigate.
front.
He is much older than the one in the back, and his armor is fancier looking. He has a sword at his hilt.
This is like a tiny flamethrower we've got.
Oh dear.
Just leave it. It's fine.
Oh, dear.
I'm turning 21 again.
For the vlog.
Take a video.
Happy
No.
birthday to.
Now we gotta
What are you
open the
gonna
door so
Hi,
they...
Jake. It's Herb Day.
Sorry, singing the birthday song is stressful because it's actually a really hard song for me to sing. It hits all these weird notes that are like not normal.
It's cold in here now.
Oh, here's a piece of folklore. Don't your parents like throw a piece of cake in your face?
My parents
What?
generally don't have cake. No.
Folklore.
Okay, so while we're cutting.
Never-
I want to ask Denard if he saw anyone well enough to recognize anybody.
Oh, I'm assuming this is the head of them. Colonel whatever his name was.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's it. You know for a
How many
fact that it's him.
radiant-
We're transitioning here as the truck moves off.
So as the driver is pulling away, I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Oh, he resisted it. Oh, I know what happens. You see Bubbles. Bubbles comes around from the side here, chases after the car, and then jumps under the car and sort of like hangs on to under it.
Can I jump onto Bubbles?
Yeah, you can. All right. So you two are hanging on to the bottom of the truck, and the truck is driving off. Let's say about 5 minutes into the drive, you guys realize that you are no longer paralyzed.
Right.
But there is a paladin here watching you. Oh, one thing. Right before the truck pulls away, I'm sorry I'm not doing this. Right as the thing moves away, a bag was thrown into with the crates right next to the guy who's sitting in the back. Are you trying to surreptitiously
Oh,
pick
I'm
the bag?
just looking at the bag.
Oh, you see the bag? It's a closed bag. Are you gonna touch it? Because
No.
it's like a sack. It's like a big brownish, like just sack full of crap.
So I probably just
You
like
see-
kind of look at it, kind of poke it, and then they're like, "Hey, stop that."
It's like, hey, go back there.
Oh, you.
Oi, what are you doing? Go sit back where you belong. Oh. This character is not gonna deserve a weird accent, so.
How thick is the bottom of this truck?
It's a big truck, so the wheels are pretty high off the ground. I think you'll be okay.
No, I mean like how thick is the
You want to
Bed.
poke
Oh,
through
you
it?
want to poke through the wheels of the truck? The
bed
ground?
of the
the
truck?
bottom,
Bed.
up from below to
Oh.
us.
Stab us.
That is a strange concept. Yeah, roll something, I don't know.
3.
It doesn't work. I don't know whether or not it could ever work, but it doesn't. But you try, and no one notices because the road's not very good and it's bumpy. So let me just talk about what's happening here. So
Yeah.
you're on the car. It's going over. It's not like a paved road. It's like a gravel road. The red rocks are around you on both sides. So Falmir's over here. Let's just say, like, for the past couple minutes, every once in a while, he just says stuff like, just like inane things.
I'm gonna climb into the back and yell help.
It doesn't work. Okay, screws Falmir's
I
conversation.
don't know why
I didn't think of it.
rolled for that.
Falmir says something. No one cares about
I have to
Falmir.
roll for, okay?
Let's say it takes half hour. The truck pulls in, so it passes through the mountains, the red rocky mountains that you were in before. It goes through that, and it passes by big, open, empty fields, sort of like squishy looking red fields. That goes for a really long time, for most of the drive. And then you come up from that, the road goes up,
Is
and
it like grass?
no,
Okay.
it's like
spongy?
Plain,
like fleshy. Like it looks like like in the inside of your mouth, but not as slimy because it's it's exposed.
can
It would
imagine.
evaporate. You see like a few things by the side of the road. You see a few creatures with various limbs. You would recognize them. You might recognize them. You might recognize them. The car comes up the road, and you see up in the distance. You probably can't see this very well because there was no real front window to look out of. You see a big sprawling bunch of buildings in sort of a sort of circular fashion in the city. There's like a big wall around it, the big golden wall, the golden buildings. In the very center, there's a large tower with a sphere placed at the top.
What do I know about this city?
You have been here many times,
Okay.
so roll a die, but I think you know of almost everything you need to know.
How much do I know?
You know a lot, because you're smart and you read books, I guess. You happen to know some things. You recognize the trademark, what's the iconic building there as the Panopticon,
Ooh.
which is the very center of the city of New Cathedral. You know what it looks like, and that it's sort of like it can see stuff, but you're not too familiar with the
Awesome.
details of it. I'm just going to tell you about the city right now since you know it anyway. So the city of Revellac and New Cathedral, technically they're the same city, but there's an important distinction in the fact that Revellac is sort of like a big sprawling mess out here by the coast. This is the coast basically comes up to the edge of Revellac. It's a port city, really. And then New Cathedral builds off of the right side of it in almost circular fashion. And at the center of New Cathedral is the Panopticon.
So it's like a Bossing State thing.
Not exactly. New Cathedral is here, and here is Revellac. And together they form sort of like a dual city. Revellac, if you could see it, which you can't, has buildings that are twisted and red and spiny and home-like. Anyway, so you come in here, the cart stops somewhere outside this region here. This is the Panopticon, and there are 6 buildings out here on the edge. These buildings each have like a couple rooms inside them like this.
Are they really big or what?
The scale's kind of wonky. So the car is going to pull up somewhere out here. There's other buildings, too. There's like a complex. The Panopticon, it's taller than everything else, but there's lots of short buildings surrounding it. So there's buildings here. But these buildings are also quite tall. They're almost as tall as the Panopticon, and they're in like a big row. And the car stops out here. There's a building here, and they stop. Several paladins, new paladins come from here. They come up to the car, and they're going to put handcuffs on because they know you're not paralyzed anymore.
Do I notice Alice or Bubbles?
Well, what are they doing? They're still at the bottom of the car.
Just hang at the bottom of the car.
Your handcuffs put on you. They're going to take it inside this building. What are you going to do?
Do I
So,
see
There's a big
Bubbles are
building
on the
here.
bottom of the- wait, where's
There's
Bubbles?
not too much. This is like the back.
Bubbles has
This is
fingers.
like
Okay.
a back door
Bubbles
here,
is
so there's
hanging
no
off
one
the
really
bottom of
out
the
here.
car?
She's a talented
That
dog.
is ridiculous.
So right now it's getting close to twilight, and it was I don't know if it was overcast already before, but it's overcast now at least. So the sun is still up, but it's not very bright. The most of the light is coming from the Panopticon, coming from the sphere in the center. So you can see strong shadows being cast of where the Panopticon is shining.
Are there any people around?
In this area, no, not really. I mean, other than the people at the door who are taking you in.
I'm going to
There's like a walkway around the outside still.
have Khoshekh sting someone.
Do you know what Finjal's sting does?
Paralyze them.
Oh, okay.
That's useful.
They rolled very poorly. So who are you trying to sting? Because there's the two people who are taking people from here with their handcuffs on, and there's the one person in the cab, and then the guy from the front is getting out, and he's walking this way. So they're like, here.
The guy in the front. Why not?
So he got paralyzed. Can he talk? I forget. He can talk, right? So he's like, ow! He's like, everyone stop! Wait, no, he has a voice.
You can't do the hand motion.
No, I'm doing the hand motion. So he's just looking at people, and then all of a sudden he's like, ah! And then he does that, and then he's frozen. This character was already shown. I changed his voice as a matter. Johnson! This is Johnson! Did you see that thing? Somewhere. Everyone stop! And they all was like, what's going on? Like, I'm paralyzed! What do you think is going on? Something stung me!
I'm gonna try to have Khoshekh sting Johnson.
Finjalkus also stings Johnson. At this point, they're gonna notice Finjalkus. They notice Finjalkus.
Summon Khoshekh
Johnson is
again.
stung. Johnson is also paralyzed. So at this point, the other two see Finjalkus. You know this guy is Bryce, right? I've mentioned his name is Bryce. He's Bryce. What is that thing? You there! He probably doesn't know the names of these guys. Shoot that thing! Take it down! Both of them probably at the same time. Point their swords at the thing as it's flying. One of them misses, but there's another one. How many hit points does Finjalkus have? Do you know?
One? Yeah.
Ooh, dear.
1 HP.
Okay,
It's not very strong.
does it have any armor?
I don't think so. I didn't give it any armor.
Okay, I think that went through then. Yeah, Finjalkus got hit by a bolt of light. I don't know what
It's
happens
like,
when your companion dies.
Oh, I mean nothing. I can summon them later.
Okay, well that's what happened.
There are multiple Finjalkus.
It's an
Let's
aberration.
roll.
It's
Let's
something
roll
I
to see if
create.
anyone saw you doing all these things, commanding Finjalkus telepathically. No one did. And now
I'm
you
gonna summon
guys
new Khoshekh.
are put. So are you going to try to follow them as they go in? Is the question.
Yeah.
Okay. There isn't really a way to follow them in the door, but there's like paths
Are
around.
they leaving their paralyzed companions behind?
Including their commander.
So once he's been shouting and making a big scene, more people come out. One of them casts a dispel spell.
They're all inside.
I'll draw the room.
One day I will use forgery because I have a +8 in that.
Cells are 20 feet by 20 feet. There are windows. Falmir is put in this cell. Khoshekh is put in this cell. Oh wait, what color do you guys want to be now?
I'm red.
Oh, but you're small, so I was using a smaller one. There's another person in this cell.
And here I am.
Yes, so you guys are led into this building. You're going through some back areas, and it basically looks like a prison. It's a big area. There's like a mess hall, meeting areas, and things. And they're leading you up to the hallway right in front of this room. They walk past an area, and one of the people carrying you is, okay, you guys get one phone call. And on the wall, which is like metal and probably golden, most things are, maybe silver in this place, who knows, there is a very plastic, out-of-place looking phone. So they're like, you first.
What's your mom's number?
I have it memorized here, and I tell them. I don't want 1111111.
So her mom was like, yes, who is this?
This is Milton. We.
What? Sorry, no solicitors.
Oh crap.
All right, your turn, Khoshekh.
I call my mom.
Yes, who is this?
My mom.
Hi, Khoshekh. What's going on? Did you find the daughter or whatever you were trying to do?
No, there's some jerk paladins. Can you come help?
Those goddamn paladins, what have they done to you? Don't worry, I'll figure something out. Where are you right now?
What's the name of the city? Do I know it?
You're in New Cathedral.
New Cathedral.
But you also know that you are in a prison right next to the Panopticon, so you probably should say that too.
Yeah, I tell her we're in
Okay.
a prison.
She's like, don't worry, I'll take care of it. She hangs up. Your turn. Follow me here. Everyone's like, what? Like, what? He's like, oh, okay. He just walks to it and he's like, what is this? He's like, it's the phone. Oh, Falmer's voice. I forgot about Falmer's voice. What is this? Like, okay. He just picks it up. He just punches a bunch of numbers. Hello? Like, hello? Hi. I don't know. All right. Okay, bye. I don't know. Why do we have to do that? And that's that scene. Bit taking one. There's a man there. He looks rather malnourished, thin hair. They put you in your cells. Oh yeah, I want to draw this too. So the Panopticon's out here. Panopticon is casting light in sort of these mostly thin guns. Alice, there's a few things in this room here. These windows here. There's also a vent up here that leads to a walkway on the outside.
Can I sneak into here?
So they shut the door before you get there. But you see that around the door there are it's abandoned. There's walkways.
I'm gonna go down the walkways.
Okay. So you go down the walkway, and what are you going to look for?
A vent.
You want to actually look for something realistic, though? like listen for things or whatnot.
Sure, I'll listen.
So you listen for Falmir. He's probably talking, and then you find him over here. And Falmir's like, "Well, this is not as nice as I expected." I have to say.
Can I talk to Falmer?
Yeah, you can talk to Falmir.
Get us all out of here.
Falmir's like, "Whoa, who's that? Whoa!" Ah!
This
Who's that?
is your conscience, Falmer.
We
Conscience.
haven't spoken in a while.
I don't remember having a conscience. Huh? Well, what do you have to say?
You don't have a lot to. You don't remember a lot, Falmer, but I'm here, and I need you to get us all out of here.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
I think you can.
I don't know.
Do I hear Alice?
You totally probably can, but roll a die. 18, you hear, you can. Falmir's like, are you sure? That sounds dangerous. There's like a billion people here.
They can't hurt.
They're all angry.
They can't hurt you.
I don't know about that. So, right around then, doors opened by one person, and the man from before walks in. Bryce. And he is followed by
Johnson.
other men. So let me describe these people to you now that they're up close. Cardinal Dinsdale Bryce, he's wearing his armor, golden armor. He has a shoulder-length
Dindo.
blonde hair, and his sword is silver. Next to him, you see a man who is a half-elf, gray hair, and a simple gray suit. Bryce walks in the room. He says, "Thank you, that'll be all." To the person at the door. He shut the door. All right. Who wants to talk to me first? This is Bryce talking. He says it to you guys, all of you. Not to this guy in the corner.
I probably.
Who is now gotten up from wherever he's sitting and is now watching.
Sir, this is all a mistake. We're not supposed to be here.
Oh.
I know.
It's nice to know that you're going to talk to me, but I'm going to do talking first, okay? Understand that?
All right.
All right. Now listen here. And he gets up. He gets really close. He kind of like jumps up to the door to you, and the guy behind him's like, "Whoa, hey, you can't. Don't intimidate him like that." He's like, "Come on, I didn't do anything." He's like, "You got to calm down a little bit. Just keep it at a good level." Bryce is obviously very annoyed. "Oh, fine, whatever." He's like, "Okay, Mr. What can I call you first of all?"
Milton.
Milton. Hang on. What's your full name?
Alan Joshua Milton.
Alan Joshua. He looks around. He's like, "Okay, I've got a lot of questions for you then. Alan Joshua Milton. First thing I want to know is how did you get here?"
It was by accident. There was a portal.
There was a portal. You accidentally.
On a street, there was a man
There's a-
told
just
me
a
I was
man.
going to go somewhere else. I didn't know who he
Okay.
was. He had a portal. He gave it to me,
Oh.
and I was gone.
Okay. Very likely story. Very plausible story indeed, yes. But we're going to make sure that story is accurate. Now, I see you're standing right in the middle of your cell, just out of sight. So I want you to come forward, stand in the light. He says that to you.
Okay, I do.
The guy behind him's not doing anything. As you walk into the light, so the sphere, you can see, you're really close now, because the Panopticon is quite close to you. And you can see the sphere, it's glowing in an unclear way. It's like a metal sphere, but it's still radiating light. The surface of the sphere is not perfectly just like a completely solid metal. It's got some sort of almost liquid property to it, where it looks like it's constantly in motion. But as you walk into the light, you see a sort of a beam of that light focus on you. You see a little circle on the sphere.
Okay.
And you feel, of course, the sensation of being watched. So he says, "I'll ask you again. How did you get here?"
I say it again. Say it
You
again.
get a feeling in your body, like in your neck and in your back, that just sort of like grates at you, and the light contracts. It darkens around where you are. And Bryce looks behind him and looks back. Now, you see, we paladins know the truth. And we know when we are being lied to. It's like, "Oh, wait, so," it's like, "I'm just talking to him, okay?" And the guy's like, just keep it professional.
Bryce, this is your conscience.
Are you gonna do that?
Why the hell not?
Alright, roll a die.
For what?
6.
I don't know what that means.
9, sorry.
What is that rolling for?
Oh, I can't.
He can't hear you, is what that means. So whatever.
Falmer's like, again, like, what?
Palmer's just kind of looking around. He's still really confused. So Bryce is like, "Okay. So I'm gonna ask you one more time, and if you don't tell me the truth," he looks behind him. He's like, what can I? You can't threaten him. It's like, "Okay. If you don't tell me the truth, there's gonna be trouble." He's like, "That's fine. Okay, there's gonna be trouble."
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna lie again.
Okay. Why did you even do that? You see, I can tell whether or not you're lying. Azrael can tell whether or not you're lying. Azrael tells us, all of us, the truth. here's something I need to know. He pulls out his phone. He opens it up. He's like, I saw this just earlier today. So where's... How do I turn off night mode? Everything's like yellow and it's weird. I don't like it. Is there like, can I?
Yeah, you just kind of pull up from the bottom and
Oh, there it is. I see it now. Okay.
the light gets bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. That's actually what happens. You tell the truth. What's up? Okay. So, this happened just this morning. Just after you arrived here in our city, in our island. Just after that, this happens. And he shows you his phone. You recognize it as a video someone just taking the video from their cell phone. It's on YouTube. Of Central Plaza. And Central Plaza, there's already commotion. The camera's panning up, and you see in the center of Central Plaza, as people are moving away, a hooded figure. The hooded figure has a violet robe, and beneath the hooded figure, you can see tendrils, sorts. They're moving out from the hooded figure as it stands there. So the thing stands in the center, saying nothing, and then suddenly it shouts,
I am the Bone Lord.
The what?
I require Alan Joshua Milton.
the camera seems to drop, and video cuts out.
That's terrifying.
And then, this BuzzFeed article says that there have been sightings of graffiti of your name all over the city in the past few weeks. He shows like a picture of one, there's like an ad, and it's like,
Snow White.
Well,
what do you have to say about that? Is this a coincidence that just that day you turn up here?
I can assure you I have absolutely no idea.
The light widens. He's like, okay. Alright, fine. Okay. We're gonna learn a little more about you. Alan. Joshua, what would he call you? Milton. You're telling Milton, that's more derogatory. He draws his sword. Oh, at this point, let me roll. He draws his sword. The guy in the back is not paying attention. He draws his sword, walks right up to the bar, points the sword directly at your heart.
I like jump back.
Yeah, roll for that.
Presumably.
You succeeded, drumming back.
Critically.
Get over here! You can't! You gotta do what we tell you to here. Stand still! And the guy's like, wait, what are you doing? Hey, calm down! He's like, I'm just performing a simple procedure. Come over to the bars.
Nope, I stay where I am.
He's not cooperating. He's not cooperating. He's like,
also back
you can't make him cooperate. He goes over to you, and he puts his arm in the place.
Through the bars.
Through the bars. You failed, and he succeeded. He casts a spell. You are drawn. You are pulled toward the bars. You did pretty badly, too, so you are pulled violently. And you kind of hit against the bars. And this guy's like, whoa, hey! No, you can't do that. And at the same time, let me roll the die here. This is going to be all sort of in one motion. At the same time, he draws his sword, points it at your heart, and at the moment it touches... No, actually, yeah, so you get pulled toward, you hit the bars, you recoil, and then as you're about to fall backward, you are held in place as though, like, your heart is being held at the tip of the sword. And the guy's like, whoa, hey! And as he's objecting and coming over to try to stop him, Bryce draws the sword back, and you can see from your heart emerges a little wisp, and you feel it moving. And the wisp is purple, and streaks of it swirling in it are bright orange. It starts to glom onto his sword as he pulls it out. And he's like, you can't do that! Hey! What are you, like, that's dangerous! Don't do that! I'm just performing, I just want to see the nature of his soul. Okay, but I better see it go back in. Alright, I'm watching you, okay? Fine, whatever. And he doesn't have to look too closely. You claim, Mr. Milton, to be innocent in this matter, but I see in your soul that you have made deals with a demon. What do you have to say about that? Any comments?
Nope.
Are you seriously not going to cooperate with me? He's very close to the
I
bottom.
don't say anything.
He looks behind himself, and he's like, no, you can't. This is as far as it can go. This is how talking works. But he's like, but this information is vital. No, you sorry, that's illegal. Doing what you're proposing is illegal. He can only give you information that he sees to give you. So Bryce is visibly angry, and he looks behind him. He looks in front of him, and then, yeah, okay, works very quickly. He stomps his right foot and right arms because he's like next to him. He does this quick spell, and a gust of light moves toward this man, and he becomes completely frozen. And Bryce comes up to the door. When his hand touches it, it opens. And he walks into the room, and he starts approaching you.
I shout, follow me here.
Hey, it's Alan! Hey, Alan! How's it going? Bryce is like, what, do you want to talk to me? Do you have something to say? He's like, okay, yeah, what do you want to talk about? Alright, fine. He lets you go. He shuts the door, he walks over to him. Do you know anything about how we got here? Oh yeah.
And I whisper to Falmir. I'm going to tell him what I told him and tell him to go along with it. I told him I got here by accident. Don't give...
It's a whispered conversation, right?
Yeah.
So he's not going to hear, but Falmir is standing right here, and he whispers to you as you guys are from. It's like, why? Why shouldn't I tell her? Tell him.
Because we're going to get in trouble or something.
It's not our fault. Why are you getting in trouble for this?
Just don't give me away.
Fine. I don't know how we got here. The light shrinks on him. He's standing in the light right there.
I honestly would believe it if you didn't know how he did it.
Yeah.
Considering
The light does shrink on him, though. Yeah. All right. What is your name? Falmir. Light widens. Now, can you tell me? Was it yesterday? A few days ago. Doesn't matter. There was an attack
It was like 2 days ago or something like that.
on this city of New Cathedral. 3 demons were arrested. Not one of them could tell us anything about who had sent them, what they were doing. So obviously we're pretty desperate right now. He's like, well, look, the problem, you're putting too much weight on the people here. They don't know what they're doing, and they can't tell you the information they want to tell you. They can't tell me. Why not? Well, they're like the deal. They can't tell you. Even if they try, they can't. That's what he's doing. He's not trying to lie to you. He just knows that he can't say it, so he's worried that you'll think that he's pulling one over on you. Okay. What document did they sign? Contract. Told not to tell him. Say what they signed. Secret stuff, but not related. Not dangerous. Falmir's screwing up royally here. Also, he put your soul back in your body, by the way.
Good.
So Bryce realizes that Falmir isn't making any sense, and he leaves Falmir, and he comes back to Milton. He says, I'm going to come back later, and we're going to talk again. But I have one final question for you to try to answer for me correctly. Now,
Yes?
in those rocks when we found you, there were 4 people. Now, we only caught 3. I want to know about your friend in the hood.
Hood?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The hood, similar to the one who asked your name, gray, silent, quiet figure. Several of us different people saw this figure with you in those rocks. And we want to know who he is. And if he's still out there.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
The light widens. Alright then. I'll be back. He goes back to this guy. He does the same motion again, and the guy comes back. He's like, oh. He's like, we're done. He's like, oh, okay, good. So he leaves, and Falmer's like, oh, that was fun. You guys ready to go? He's like, how do we get out?
Who is he asking?
He just asks, General, you guys.
This is your conscience speaking, and we want to leave.
Yeah, this place isn't as good as I thought it would be. I suppose we should probably leave. Hang on. Let's, he walks out of this light. Probably should try not to be seen. Okay. So, he looks at the vent. We could leave through the vent. Probably. It's gonna be tricky, though, with the Panopticon out. If we stand in the light anywhere in the city, it's gonna see us. So, that's bad news there. So, traveling is gonna be pretty tricky. He puts his hand on the bars, and the bars, like, vines sort of come from his hands and sort of eat away at it, and the bars, like, decay and rust and fall apart. And he walks out, and he does it to Khoshekh's bars here, too. Okay, Khoshekh, stay in the darkness here.
You're following me, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the wrong voice now. Alright, Bubbles. Khoshekh, stay back here. You want to stay out of any of this golden light here. Then the Panopticon will see you, Panopticon will make a big stinking fuss, and we're gonna get caught again. Okay, Alan, I don't know how you're gonna get over to us. You seem to be right in the way of things.
Falmir, can't you just do your spell from a distance?
Yeah, but if the Panopticon sees you leave your cell, it's not gonna be good.
Can't he just move into the shadows and then the Panopticon doesn't know if he's left?
But then how is he gonna get out of the shadows? Because the window's right here. Says Christine is the prisoner in the cell. Though, before, do you want to look like the way this person I had was? This is a very malnutrition and haggard man with a beard.
Yes.
Who looks very nervous
Okay.
and stir crazy. Like he's been cooped up in this thing for too
Okay,
long.
okay.
Longer than is legal. But in the eyes... Oh, he's also deliberately standing in the shadow.
Can I hide myself with anything?
Can I break the vent?
Is there anything around?
Yeah, break the vent. Go ahead.
I'm gonna come in and tell the Christine to be a distraction.
Okay, so you come in. And Farmer's like, whoa, it's the little one. Hey, little guy.
Don't you remember?
There's the Bubbles. He remembers Bubbles' name, and he's like, yeah. And he goes to pet
I'm
Bubbles.
your conscience, Father.
Stay this way. Stay out of the light.
I'm your conscience, Father.
Oh, you're my conscience. Oh, that doesn't really make sense. What do you want? How you doing? He goes to like shake your hand in a really awkward
I'm
fashion.
gonna shake his hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Christine to be a distraction.
So Christine,
Panopticon
you've
sees
been here
all.
for a while. You know thing, and you will tell him in whatever way you want that
Does Christine have
distractions don't help because the Panopticon sees everything simultaneously.
Distractions don't help because the Panopticon can see everything anyways.
Only a really big distraction.
Only a really big distraction could do the job.
That sounds so forced
Sorry.
as hell. No, it's because of I'm feeding you lines. It's not working. Only a really big distraction. Suddenly, I'm just gonna go with this. Suddenly, you hear in the distance an explosion. It's far away. It's like echoey, but you hear it, and then you hear another explosion, and then you start to hear the sounds that
Khoshekh's
only
mother.
those of you who have lived through bad times have heard of this rising chaos. And at the time, you see that this Panopticon shifts, and it just sort of looks like it's moving faster. The movements you can see under the surface,
There's a light over here.
and the light starts to fade where you are.
follow me now.
Yep, that would do it.
And you're gonna run. So Famir's like, oh yeah. Famir actually just throws a big rock. He just sort of makes a bunch of leaves or whatever, and it sort of dents the cage, and so there's like you're small, so you can fit through. So you're gonna dash.
Yeah,
What
run.
happens to
Okay,
this
roll a
page?
die.
I'm curious.
You do a bad job. So
Do I
you
have anything?
you stumble through it,
Yeah.
and right as you leave the light, suddenly it shoots back up again. And it's like blinding light, like a spotlight, and it's right here where you are. You feel it mostly. All of you in this area feel the sort of sensation of like prickling that it causes when it focuses up, and you feel like you can hear it like whirring over there, like a computer, like my computer. Anyway, you probably should try to leave. So
Can I jump out of the light? It's
you're
not-
out of the light already.
Okay.
But as soon as you leave, it makes that noise, and it's looking, and you start to see it can't actually move because it's shining through this window.
Steve behind.
Don't about me.
Christine isn't a real character. I don't know.
It's an NPC.
Do you want Christine to come with you for the rest of this trip? I could just
No,
kill her off
no.
at the end. Anyway, your friend was like, "Holy crap!" It was like, "Oh, that almost worked." Okay, well, let's leave. Let's leave really fast.
Alright, we go through.
Paladins are probably gonna be coming up here any minute to find you guys.
Going through the vent.
Sure, give it a roll to see if you can fit.
7.
You're small. You're fine.
15.
You totally can't fit.
What do you mean I can't?
You're huge. It's just a vent.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's higher. Sorry, I was thinking big size. No, you actually can fit through the vent. So you go through. We'll turn it over. Back, Christine. So you're gonna come out and you end up on a street. So here's the street. The light from the Panopticon is beaming through between buildings. So we'll do like this one comes until here, and then there's a car parked in the street around here. So you guys are now in the street. People rushing by. There are paladins rushing by. No one is currently paying any attention to you though, because people are heading away. And you are now in sort of an empty alley street. There are areas that the light is cast on, but most of it is dark because you're under the Panopticon, kind of, so like it's being blocked by buildings. There's just little strips of light here, and then a lot of light here, and buildings on each side. The golden, sort of intricate architecture.
So we've been in the shadows the whole time?
Yeah, so
far?
you're still in the shadows. That
So-
area
so we
in the
come up
back
to
is
the first
yeah,
bit of light.
the first bit of light.
Follow me. Do you know anything about portals? How do we get out of here?
My throat is really sore, so everything sounds really weird. I think I could cast one. I haven't done it in ages. I need reagents, something. I don't have any stuff for this. But you want to go to Materium, right? Great Earth, as you used to call it. You want to go back to the material plane, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Probably have better luck getting someone here to do it, but I don't know about that right now. What I would say we do, for now, is just try to leave the city. Because it's probably not safe for multiple reasons right now. And I do not like that thing. Pointing at, you know what he's pointing at. I haven't been here before. I don't really know where how to get out. Khoshekh, do you know how to get out of the city?
I do though, right?
He's wheezing.
I
Have you been?
I
How do you
this
know?
amount. You said I did.
Yeah,
Oh, why do you know these things? It's kind of odd that you do.
I don't
but-
know. You told
How
me
about
I knew.
plus knowledge?
Okay, you guys know how to get out of the city. You know at
Hey,
least.
do we have our stuff back?
Oh, crap! You need to get your stuff back.
Well,
Let's
the
see if
truck.
they're not stole the bag. Roll another one just to stay hidden while you do this. So yeah, you're good. So so he has the bag by now.
I think we went back.
He went back and got it. So you have your stuff. Okay, good. Now we have our stuff.
Does GPS work? I have my phone now.
I'm calling my mom now.
Do I have service in this other plane? I probably don't.
You probably don't. You do.
She does. Okay.
So you have your phone. You get your stuff back.
Yeah, call your mom.
Look at your phone.
Call me.
You have an Amber Alert, not Amber Alert, like
What thing?
a little text message just like
Disaster warning.
Yeah.
shelter in place.
I call my mom.
You call your mom again?
Why
So you go. She's like, "Oh, who is this? Like, is this?"
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Khoshekh.
How we got out?
We got out.
Yes, I know you got out.
How we got out?
It was expensive trying to get you out of jail.
How do we get out of the city?
Oh, for God's sake, Khoshekh, you've done these things before. Where are you right now?
I don't
Wait,
know.
no, I've got it. So you're on Wayne and Glaxoblobin. I'm making crap up right now. So
She says that. I'm
the
making
Panopticon is, if you stand with the Panopticon to your right, look to your left, it's a manhole. Okay? Go in the manhole. And just, don't you remember how we used to go walk around these circuits back then?
Oh, fine.
If you look to the Panopticon to your right, I think it's straight. Straightforward. Follow the tunnel.
Okay.
You'll end up in Revlock.
Okay.
Next time, try to do some things for yourself.
Oh, you always
Hangs
say-
up.
Oh.
Because she's a jerk.
Did I hear any of that? Do I have to
I'll
ask?
roll a dice if you heard it. She's loud, so you might have.
8.
Nah, it's hard to hear. Hold on.
I critically did.
You misheard.
You thought she was calling the Archbishop of the church.
Okay, so I said, Khoshekh, what did your mom say? How do we get out of here?
The manhole
Yeah,
is
it's over there in
The
the
manhole is in the light.
Why would it ever be in the light?
It's in this. The light is because
But like it's a secret thing.
because it's oh no, that doesn't make sense because otherwise it wouldn't be secret. No, doesn't make no sense. Okay, it's there.
On the other side of the light still.
Can I just cast
Scaring mist.
Scaring Mist again?
Or
19.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, a big cloud of mist fills up this area. You feel that same sensation again. You see the light narrowing again. It brightens right here, but it doesn't go through the mist. It brightens on the mist.
We run around the mist.
You start
and go.
really feeling you can hear that sound coming from above you. Crawl down the manhole. You're in the manhole. Just you roll, since you're the one who this roll is on. So when you go down the manhole, you kind of fall because the ladder's not quite tall enough to it doesn't go all the way down. You know how sometimes that works. So you splash in the water. It's not water. So you all land there. You basically pile on each other. Khoshekh falls. Let's say some other people are going before Khoshekh, and Khoshekh falls on them, and you get up, and it's really, really dark.
I cast dancing lights.
Cast dancing lights. That is what you do in this situation.
Do I have a flash setting on my phone? I can maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
We
can
have-
use your
I'm
flashlights.
gonna do that instead.
Because
actually,
you're a
because I'm
normal
ready-
person.
Yeah.
I have
Take out my
Gedrin's
phone.
phone. What type of phone does Gedrin have?
Oh, it's a really nice
Fancy
phone. Yeah, you don't no problem with
I'm
that.
gonna use Gedrin's phone.
The phone doesn't light it up as much as the lights would. Lights
Yeah.
would kind of be like a global
Yeah.
light, but your phone kind of shows. And if you look around, you see that there are 4 paths.
Do I know which way?
No, you don't know which way you're facing. You all fell down.
So I have a knowledge in
I have a-
dungeoneering.
Compass?
Compass
on
on
your
my
phone?
phone,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have a compass
Did
on
you
your phone.
say engineering
Do I
or
know what that
dungeoneering?
means?
Dungeoneering.
You know that Revelac is to the northwest
Okay.
of
so
New Cathedral.
I go.
I'll roll for you here.
And I point in the
Well, I
one
can
that's
roll
opposite.
for me.
No, I rolled for you there because I wanted to be secret. Nad's rolling something. I don't know why.
I'm pointing in the opposite direction.
You fail at pointing. What? What are you doing? Why did you have to roll? You could just point. So are you going to say anything? Does anyone see you point?
I point, and it just kind of
All right, roll to see whether or not you notice what the hell he's doing.
11.
All right, you
Six.
notice it. Are you going to do anything?
Alice, are you what? Never mind. Okay, so Khoshekh, which way is Revelac?
Northeast.
What do you mean?
Northwest.
Northwest.
So you got your.
I take out my phone, look
Yeah.
at my compass, and see
Alright.
where.
So you're going to follow
I'm going
the compass. Is that the
yeah,
plan?
I'm following.
Okay, so I don't even need to draw any tunnels here. You're just going to follow your compass for your best of your ability.
Yeah.
Going through sewers, and since we have a little extra time. So the tunnel's pretty thin. You're walking almost single file because it's only 5 feet across. Oh, what order are you guys going in? Let's
You
decide that
always
now.
roll-
You're going
Yeah,
first
follow
because
the
you're.
compass.
Khoshek's probably following.
Oh,
Where are you going to try to be? Farmer's going to be in the back by default. But let's see where the nod goes.
Got an 8.
I have no idea what that means.
1, 2, 3,
What are you
4,
doing?
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm right here.
So you're going to try to split up Khoshekh
No!
and her dog?
Fine, I'm behind the dog.
Okay, we're in front of Farmer. Farmer's just kind of doodling in the back. In the tunnel, right here, sideways so that it fills the entire tunnel, is a darkish red, in the same color spectrum as Khoshekh, but a different, a darker. It's oval shaped, and it's large and is taking up most of the area. Roll knowledge checks as well, then. This thing here is known as a fletch. Khoshekh would probably know it as Akontio in her language. It is
It's a
like
demon?
a beetle-like demon, and
Alright.
it is sleeping right there.
Are
Do
they
I know that they're-
hostile?
yeah, are they-
Like,
Are they hostile?
Are they dangerous?
Yeah.
The function, if you wish to know,
Yep.
the Fletch, also known to modern humans as a cannon demon, functions as sort of a backline artillery in demon armies. Its shell does not contain wings, but rather contains the namesake cannon that it fires demonic fireballs with.
is it friendly?
You're a demon. It's a demon.
There are
Its
demons.
intelligence.
That's racist.
Its
Yeah.
intelligence is probably a little smarter than a dog.
Is it
Can't talk.
friendly to me?
Was it friendly? This one in particular, or all of them?
This one.
I don't know. It's sitting in here. I can't tell you. If you just see like a random guy in a tunnel, you can't just ask God if he's friendly. It's not gonna work.
Well, do I recognize it or anything?
Oh, this one in particular?
Thing
Oh,
about
roll.
it?
Roll for that.
11.
I also rolled 11. I don't know what that means.
They both recognize each other.
Yeah.
Did we go to
Hey, we
college
rolled the same
together?
numbers. Yes. You recognize this as
Molly.
it's not. It doesn't have. It's
His name is Ringwald.
You remember when you used to go with your mom in these sewer paths when she used to make her visits to New Cathedral. You remember seeing this one. You remember that it lives in this spot in the sewer.
I say hi.
You can talk to it.
Yeah, I
demonic-
said hi.
infernal. Hi. Nope, it doesn't wake up.
I say hi louder.
It wakes up. It flutters its wings, like its shell wings. You know, like a beetle. Gets up on its legs. Its legs kind of straddle the sides of the wall because it's a little bit too big, and it turns to face Khoshekh, and it.
Eats them.
No, it doesn't eat it. It got 11 again, which means it's very friendly. And it goes up to Khoshekh and it goes like. So yeah, it's got like its head is like down here and it's got lots of eyes.
So what is its demonic name again?
Akamtio. You would know that. You speak demonic. You speak infernal.
Spanish.
Its old Antaran name that was given back in the old demon wars of like hundreds of years ago was Fletch. People call it canon demons now.
I'm gonna pet it.
Okay, you pet it. So are you just gonna pet it? Like, is it like enjoying it? Is you massaging this thing, or is it just sort of like saying hi?
I'm assuming not the back because the back's hard and all shut
Yeah.
but I'm petting.
So you're kind of going into that little area
Yeah,
between
where
the
it
neck
does
and the
scratch.
right in there. That's where they really like it. So this thing is like making little noises and like. Suddenly, it seems to like get excited. It jumps up a little bit and it runs out the other way.
Go for Alan again.
Yeah, roll again. We'll do as well
I'm
this
sorry,
time.
I'll stop
6.
bringing
Ah, critical 20 of not running you over. The thing like crawls up on the wall ceiling.
It phases right through
It
you.
jumps over. No, it totally
These
crawls on the
explode.
ceiling. It runs out, and there's sort of a big open, like this is a much larger tunnel, and it runs out into the larger tunnel.
Is he my friend now?
She.
Is she my friend now?
She was your friend when you were a kid, when you used to see her in the sewers.
Oh, I missed her.
I'm gonna move forward.
So now you follow it. Roll to see if you can get past it fast enough, because now it's starting
12.
to run.
13.
You guys are fine. Now, once you get to this tunnel, it's already gotten kind of ahead because it's pretty fast. So you're in a tunnel. It's dark, but there's a light coming from right here, and you see the beetle running in that direction.
Does she have a name?
She's not
Ringwald.
owned by anyone,
No,
so
but like
Ringwald.
things have names.
Ringwald.
Did you name it?
Ringwald.
Not all demons.
Ringwald. Alice's
Ringwald?
Alice is gonna call out Ringwald.
Okay, write that down. So this demon lives in the sewers, and it doesn't speak English or anything. So it didn't name itself. So someone else has to name it. You can have named it as a kid if you want, though.
Ringwald.
Okay,
Her.
Ringwald.
Ringwald it
Really?
is. Okay, Ringwald
How
runs
does Alice
out
know?
the door.
Ringwald, come back.
20. You
16.
see that there is an exit right here to the tunnel into the light, and the beetle runs out. It's like a dusk light.
Oh,
For one
it's-
thing,
it's
because
from-
you're all critical 10, I can tell you anything. There's a dusky light. Also, it's facing northeast, and the Panopticon is now to your southwest.
Okay,
Sorry,
good.
it's facing northwest, and
Good.
the Panopticon is now to your
So
southwest.
it's the.
So
red-
you are
red one.
aware that this is the light of the setting sun. So yeah, so you recognize this is the exit.
We go.
Hey, woo! All right, you guys are now out. There's like a sort of like a doorway here. It's like a door to the tunnel, and it's like in the rocks here. It's like a hill, and along this way, as the hill bends away here, along this is the sea. And it's glowing bright orange, of course. Actually, that's the light you're seeing mostly, because the sun's almost always set. It's glowing brighter than the skies now. And this is sort of like a red beach.
The ocean glows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bright orange. Again, don't drink the water. So how far are you going to come out of the tunnel, first off? I can't tell you everything while you're right here.
We're at the opening. Or
You're
I'm
at the opening?
Near the.
You can see this way, you can just see the beetle running off in this direction behind a rock.
Can I roll a sense motive on this beetle?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, actually that'll be useful even if you don't suspicious.
11 plus 7, 18.
So you know the beetle is running to someone. Oh, so are you still looking out this way? Are you going to come out and look around more?
I'm gonna.
Okay, you can see that the city is now far away. The city of Revelac. It's behind you. You are now outside the city.
This is why I pointed in the opposite direction.
So we're past everything. We're past.
You're not that far out of it, and you can still see the buildings and whatnot, but you're definitely beyond where all the buildings are, at a beach on the edge of the water. The rough structure of the place is that Orcus Isle. Orcus Isle's here, and Revelac is there. And you guys are now like right around here, probably, because you're on the northwest beach of Orcus Isle. Right here, there's a bridge. This goes under the bridge, and that bridge is a road that goes back to the city. If you were to walk along this beach, you'd go under the bridge. So you're now here, and the beetle has run off in this direction.
I'm going to silently follow the beetle.
Okay, fine. You follow it,
I'm following the beat.
and you come around here. So are you like on this side? Are you like the beetle's here now? Are you just gonna follow it all the way?
Yeah.
You can see that there's a little curved rock here, and there's a beetle here, and standing next to the beetle, right by the edge of the water, there is a roll knowledge check. Are you guys following him at all? Or
I'm following Khoshekh,
5.
you know what it is. Roll a die for a knowledge check on this guy.
24 technically.
You have no idea what this is. You know exactly what this is, and you don't care. The creature you see now stroking the beetle and speaking to it in Infernal is a stealth, also known as a shaper demon. I actually drew a picture. It's kind of rough, but this is roughly what they look like. There you go. Many, many legs that become arms. I mean, they're basically all the same, but they're used as arms up in the front. Eyes placed haphazardly and almost asymmetrically
No
on
eyes,
his face.
but many eyes.
Because, of course, just to remind you, all eyes and demons are actually just holes into their inner area. So it has lots of holes in his face, and it's got things strewn around here. It's got demon body parts and various metal and other things sort of in this little area. And do you want to roll for seeing now that you're here? You see, oh my god,
I miss it.
Khoshekh sees there's a little tunnel right here. And you think that the bones that you see around are like human bones.
So
and you see...
The infernal name is Stealth.
Not the infernal name, sorry. That's the original name they have for humans. Morphotis is the infernal name.
What do I know about them?
They are very intelligent and a few in number, and they design demons.
I'm going to say, hello, my name is Alice.
So the demon is petting her beetle friend, and she looks at me and says, "Oh, hello."
Is that an infernal or unharmed? Because I spoke in infernal.
The infernal then. Wait, I had a voice. Let me see if I can remember it. Hello, 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 hello.
Why does everyone sound kind of Cockney?
It was not supposed to be Cockney. Hello. It's not Cockney. It's an infernal accent. Anyway, yeah. So you meet the Shaper Demon.